me on the secure line.
Please hold.
Okay, here we go.
Hello, we are going.
Yes, we are. Your second episode.
Number two, February,
I feel like life has gone so quickly from the
It
last one to this
really
one.
is. It's kind of crazy, right? I
Yeah.
mean, yeah. Well, we're here. I'm currently putting the leash on my dog, and we are going for a little walk because it is 71 degrees this
Yeah.
February, whatever day it
10th.
is, the 10th.
Yeah.
I mean, what are the odds?
It's kind of scary. Like
Yeah, I know.
we all know it's not going to stick around. And like I am a weirdo. I'm someone who does not like spring or summer at all.
Mhm.
It's too hot for me. Maybe if I lived somewhere else, it would be better. But I know
I
what's
feel that.
coming. I know how bad it's going to get. So I'm not
I
ready,
know.
not ready for the cold to go away yet.
Wait, you won't even do spring?
I'm off spring. I'm just off of it. It's fall and winter or nothing.
Okay, noted. I mean, I'm not a summer girly, even though, well, your birthday's in spring.
I said what I said.
Wow. See, my birthday's in June, and I always wish it wasn't, but
Mm,
these are the things because I'm always sweating, and
yes, exactly.
I don't want to sweat.
Where would you put your birthday if it wasn't in June?
Ooh. See, I like spring. I feel like if I could do a little April, mid-April, like that could work.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe even like beginning of May.
Yeah.
Um but I like fall a lot, a good old October, maybe even
Mm,
November.
yes, absolutely.
Yeah, it's crazy. What about you? What would be your ideal? Also, as I'm like walking outside, there's just all the planes because we live by the airport. So I'm sorry. I'm like, I
I
did not think this through.
No, it's okay. You know what? As even though I just about said what I said, I don't know if I would move my birthday because like sometimes it is still cold in March. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, it's usually okay weather for me.
March still feels like winter here. I feel like that's
Yeah,
part
I
of
think
it.
isn't first day of spring technically like late March? So yeah,
Okay. Well,
I could be wrong
there
about
you
that.
go. Heck yeah. Well,
Yeah.
he's keeping his. I would move a little closer, yeah, to yours. So
Mm,
Noah's birthday is September 16th, and it's like just not getting blazing hot. So
yeah.
um yeah. But okay, so how was your day? Tell me tell me everything. I know I saw you briefly, but
Yeah, I saw you, and then we talked on the phone after that, and here we are again.
I'm like, what's up?
The day was fine. It was definitely full. Had
Mhm.
breakfast with a producer named David Spencer, for anyone listening who doesn't know him. That was great. I'm just
Love David.
trying to have breakfast with more producers. I just want to get to know people better
Mm,
and not always have to hit them up about something musically. I just want to be friends with more people.
I
Um,
love that. It
yeah.
goes with the theme of the year, over
Mm,
communication,
you're right.
you know.
Yep.
Um, you know, we just watched The Godfather, and
Really?
yes, and I'm tying this in because um, he's like, "You come to me on my daughter's wedding or whatever," and he's like, how have I not seen this until now, which is crazy, but he's like, "You're only coming to me when you need something."
Mm, mm.
And I'm like, yeah, like that's, which I mean, we can't have space, to meet with everyone all the time, but there is a thing, like, to be able to just be relational instead of transactional, you know?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like whenever you do have something that ends up being transactional and you already have the relationship, it's like, oh yeah, I want to do that for so and so.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen The
That's so real.
Godfather either.
It's so good. We watched 1 and 2.
Okay.
I feel like there's a 3rd one.
There is a third one, yes.
Yeah, we haven't seen that yet, but 1 and 2 are so good. 1 is my favorite, and yeah, it's just like you get the fact that it's so iconic,
Mm.
and yeah, you're a movie wizard. I can't believe you haven't seen it.
Yeah, there's a list of things that I definitely
The
should have
classics.
seen. Yeah.
Mhm.
I did watch Goodfellas for the first time like 2 weeks ago. I loved it
I haven't seen that.
very much. It's a another mob movie.
Oh, okay.
Martin Scorsese. It was great.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, on the topic of movies,
Okay.
so I know I know that, like, I know Dune is up there
Mm,
for you,
mm.
like, an all-time favorite, but, I'm gonna go back, okay?
Okay.
What is one of, what is one of the movies that made you fall in love with movies as a kid?
Wow. Question for me. I love that. Um
This is my interview now, my phone call.
uh Definitely The Dark Knight is up there. Um
Okay.
Christopher Nolan. It came out 2008, which I was how old was I? 12, 13 maybe. Um it was perfect for me as a child because like superhero movies were just starting to pop off. Batman Begins came out in
Mhm.
2005 and I remember liking it but like didn't love it. It was a little scary for me too at the time. Um
For sure.
but like 2008, The Dark Knight and Iron Man both came out. The Dark Knight was just it was the best movie I had ever seen at that point in time. And it still holds up today. Like as a movie, you could
Oh,
watch
for
that
sure.
without watching the first Batman, without even knowing who Batman is. You could watch The Dark Knight, and it's an open and shut, great story told, great performances. It moves very well. I saw that in theaters, and I was like, "This is crazy." And I think from then on, I just paid more attention to movies. Um, I'm trying to think
Hmm.
even more recently what's gotten me so into it. Probably Dune One. Um, really liked that spectacle, and like I'm not a big Star Wars fan. This felt to me like, oh, okay, it's very much the same story. But
Ah,
I don't know, maybe I see more of myself in it, or I just like the performances more. But like since then, like 2020, 2021, I've started paying more attention to movies as an art form. Yeah, Dune. Yeah,
okay. I don't think I realized that. I don't think I realized the jump. Like,
y-
okay.
yeah, like a lot of stuff in the middle, like from 2008 to 2001. Um, Big Marvel MCU fan, so that was a lot of my movie watching, a lot of big commercial stuff. But I never started like branching out into like, oh, like who directed this? I need to see more of their things, other than Christopher Nolan. Um, yeah, 2000 or 2021, I think really kicked that off for me.
Okay. That is good to know. Cause I think I had it in my brain, like, but this is, I mean, which, I mean, obviously you were really affected by The Dark Knight, but like the revamp has been in the past, I mean, really 5 years.
Yeah, and like I'm actually very embarrassed to say those are some of my favorite movies because it's like it's
It's iconic.
it's like classic film bro uh movies, like things that make men feel smart because they get it, like, oh, they're actually touching on this. Like I just am a sucker for all that stuff.
I mean, honestly, own it, you know?
Maybe I should.
Yeah, like, who is to say? And maybe there's a reason why. I mean, because it is so classic, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I do like commercial things, and like those are big
Right.
commercial hits with big stories that make sense for a lot of people. So it makes sense.
Yes. Yeah, and I feel like you have eclectic enough taste in all areas to not just label yourself as, what did you call it? The, like, movie
A film
bro?
bro, yes.
A film bro? Like, I feel like that is really understating yourself, so,
All right, well,
you know.
thanks.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you listen to music that I would have never found in my entire life, and that's pretty crazy.
Think I've just had more time with music to broaden my palette, I guess. Like starting out with like uh 70s to 90s R&B and gospel from my parents. And then just like growing up and being like, okay, what can I find that can be mine? And like
Mhm.
gravitating toward hip hop from there, and then some more like newer R&B, and then literally just moving down to Alabama and meeting Gamble and so many of my church friends who were so into worship and CCM stuff. I wouldn't have found that with them or without them probably. Um, yeah, I think I've just had good influences, and if I hear something I like or see something I like, I'm like, oh, that's cool. Where can I find that elsewhere?
That's a great point. Like, the influence just kind of, I mean, I feel the same way of, like, it just weaved, one to the next.
Yeah.
And, yeah, that's such a good point. I'm like, I love your and Gamble's friendship.
I think the trick for me was just like never be closed minded. Like you can find something good in everything.
1,000%. Yeah, and, like, I'm finding that now, like, I don't know, I can be a little closed-minded with music, which is why, honestly, I appreciated when you would send, or well, when you would share music in general, but then when you started saying, that you were gonna do, like, sending music monthly,
Hmm.
to me and Bay and Nat, and, you know, I feel like growing up, I would always have people make me, like, a mixtape or a playlist or whatever,
Yeah.
and, like, I'm just not doing that as much anymore. I don't have people do that for me,
Mm.
and I feel like, yeah, having someone do that is super helpful for me because, one, it helps me get to know people better of, like, what they actually like and what we can connect over and talk over. Um, but it also helps me to, like, broaden, like, oh, I would have never thought of that?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like it's one of the easiest ways for me to show love and like you were saying, to show a piece of who I am. Like, hey, I'm
Yeah,
reaching outside of myself and bringing something back, and hopefully whatever I share, it inspires you in a way you weren't expecting it would.
a
Yeah.
1,000%. Which I haven't listened through the last one you sent, which is so terrible, but
No, you're fine. I mean, those
it's nice
were
that they're always there.
yeah, true. Those are videos, which I wasn't
Ah,
expecting to ever send videos. Um, but that first one is a must watch. It is so
okay,
good.
okay, will
Even
do.
yeah, just for ideas for like your future music videos. Maybe not in that exact style, but like the care and the craft and the coloring and her performance.
Ooh,
Fantastic.
okay, obsessed. You know what? I've been watching a lot of live stuff lately.
Okay.
Like, um, I mean, I guess it's not live, but it is live
Yeah.
on YouTube, and I've been watching Olivia Dean live so much.
Nice.
She's inspiring me so much with her live performance, and I know you and I talked about this
Hmm.
at breakfast, but, like, yeah, it's just really fun watching someone live. Like, I kind of forget about it. Even though we live in Nashville, it's like the city of live music, which you're way better at, like, going to live shows than me. Um but I've been watching her and I've been watching Ray. Have you watched any of her stuff?
I have not. I think I said this. I don't like watching a live performance of an artist I have tickets to see and
You
haven't seen
did say
yet.
this.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I have not seen it, but I'm sure it's amazing. She's great.
Yeah, it's incredible. It's live at the somewhere in Europe, beautiful big room. I mean, it's iconic and she's singing with a full orchestra
Oh,
and
man.
I know it's like the intros are like 5 minutes long, but they're amazing.
Yeah.
And yeah, I made my management watch it
I love that.
at the beginning or no, at the end of our meeting. I was like, "And just here's this. Let's just."
Yeah.
And it's like dun dun dun, like it's just, so orchestral and then like turns into her like Ed Sheeran meets whatever. I don't even know how to describe her artistry. It's super unique.
Yeah.
But again, like there's music being made every day that you're like, I hadn't thought about that before, you know?
Yeah. Something I'm trying to do this year is post a different song every day on my Instagram story. Just as like
Ooh.
um kind of what I'm doing with you and Nat and Bay. Just like here a small reflection of me and something I'm enjoying either in the moment or have always enjoyed. Um, and I started making a playlist, but some of the songs in the playlist got deleted. So like there's 10 days that I don't
What?
remember what I posted and I'm afraid to double post something. Um,
Oh,
so yeah, I
that's so
don't know what to do with
sad.
that. But that just felt like a thing I should do this year. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna post something every day. Uh
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, you're a connoisseur. Like, I feel like people appreciate that, you know?
maybe.
Sharing music. It should be done more. I mean, this is our field, but it should be done more, you know?
You're right. It has the power to do so many things. Why
Yes.
wouldn't we?
Yes. I'm so with you.
Okay, are you ready for my question this month?
Yes.
What's your biggest creative pet peeve?
Oh boy, you got to do pet peeve on. Oh, jeez.
And this
Hmm.
could be something that either like in your creative process by yourself, you don't
Okay.
love
Like
getting
my pet peeve
through.
about myself.
Yes, or it could be something like, okay, I hate when people do this in a writing room, or like, I
Yeah.
don't like when people engage with my song in this way, or they tell me they compare me to an artist or something. I don't know.
Ooh. That's never bothered me. Funny enough. Um, it's always just like curious what somebody's thinking, when they're listening to me.
Hmm.
Um, but pet peeve, I mean, I feel like I have so many and I probably need to like chill out. I'm like, sorry world. But I'm softening. Every year that I'm in this industry longer, I feel like I'm softening and I'm giving grace to other writers more.
Hmm.
And so my pet peeve about myself is that I have pet peeves because everybody's on their own journey. Like, why am I so
Hmm.
judgmental? But I'm learning and I'm changing. But I will say something that was coming to mind. Oh, it's like as soon as I remembered it, I lost it again. Oh, I mean, this is kind of like basic, but it's just like if I'm sharing an idea. Now, granted, this is like if I'm the artist that we're writing for, um, and we're writing whatever, someone doesn't like my line, and which is fine, totally fine. But it's like they're saying it in a way where they're like trying to not hurt my feelings,
Hmm.
but they also don't have any direction they think that it should go.
Sure.
So it's almost like I would rather you just go with it if you don't have something that you think is better.
Yeah.
Um, but also, but then people should be able to do that if they want to. Like, you don't have to have the answers even if you don't like my answer.
Hmm.
Um, I'll tell you this. Okay. I'll tell you, I'll not answer your question.
Okay.
And I will tell you what I love in songwriters. My pet, what's the opposite of a peeve?
I don't know.
My favorite things.
Okay.
My favorite things is is when I'm trying to think of like Strandell, for example. I really love when he doesn't like my idea and he's just like, try it again. Like, give me something else.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I think that's like the opposite of what I'm trying to throw about the pet peeve is like when there's a mutual understanding of like no ego, like you're not trying to bruise. Like, I don't have an ego to bruise, so
Hmm.
you can just say, "What else you got, Rach?" And it reminds me that it's not that deep, that I didn't like get it right or whatever,
Sure.
like, and so I appreciate somebody who's like, I think just open-handed.
Yeah.
Um I know that's kind of, not super well thought out, but yeah, because it gives me space to also be like, oh yeah, like maybe that wasn't great. Let me try something else. And it's kind of like a good exercise for my brain to just dip back in.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
And maybe the first one was the best, but at least we tried the next 5 or 10 just to compare.
Yeah. How many times do you have the line, the original line, and then you keep going, but you come back to the original thing eventually? How many times does that happen?
I would say, I don't know, it's probably 50-50.
Okay.
Because yeah, sometimes it's like, nah, I liked what we did,
Yeah.
like, and I'll just kind of like overrule it.
Hmm.
Um, but then sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, this is so much better. Like, I'm
Yeah.
so glad because I can't count the amount of times that I'm like, I'm so glad we dug for that. That was really, really worth digging for.
Yeah.
Um, but I think the hardest thing is like just kind of like trusting what's happening in the room. Like, for example, the Keep Going song,
Yeah.
um, which if you're listening, like this will come out at some point. But this was like our second write of the day
Okay.
with me and Strandell and Paul Duncan.
Hmm.
And we had finished early and like, if you're with Paul, like time's precious and we're like, let's try to fit another one in
Yeah.
and Strandell's like, I got an idea. Let me walk out here. And anyway, he didn't have his laptop, and so he's on the keys, and we're just like in the room. Um, and he comes back in, and he's like, "I got this thing. Let me just throw it at you." He's like, "You can say no,"
Yeah.
which I think is like also the freedom of like someone who's like, "You can say no." You know,
Yeah.
there's like so much empowerment in I don't need permission, but feeling that I have it from him and saying it means a lot.
Yeah.
Um, and he basically like threw the whole melody and a lot of the words. And I was like some of me in my maybe part of my ego and just like not feeling in control, I can be like, let me digest this or
Mm.
I don't know if I like it because it didn't come from me and my,
Yeah. Yeah.
whatever. And I think like what I'm learning is just to like trust it.
Mm.
And if it feels like on brand, like if I don't have any actual red flags, to just like go with it.
Yeah.
And and it's like really fast. It's like a lot of words and like
Yeah.
it's also kind of like a weird cadence and but I was like, "You know what? Like I trust John as a collaborator that I like know that he knows what we're going for. And so let me just see where this goes." And I think like that's something that it's taken me a really, really long time to like, I don't know, to hone in. Like, I think I can really want control and feel
Mm,
like me being in control means it's the right thing.
mm.
And that's just not the case, you know? Like, um, I don't know. I know it's kind of a random rant,
No,
but
I think that makes sense. Uh, Especially as an artist who these are your songs. You're gonna be the
mhm.
one singing them.
Mhm.
Um, and I think it's only human to want to be like, no, that's mine. Like I came up with that. What like
Yes.
as collaborative as you want to be, there's still always that pull. And
Yeah.
it just takes practice and laying that down for the sake of the betterment of the song as a whole. Um,
Mhm.
and also knowing when to speak up and be like, I wouldn't say that, or let's try something
Totally.
else. Yeah.
Yeah, and like I feel like I have that down.
Yeah.
It's like when I first moved to Nashville, I didn't have that. And then I feel like I swung the pendulum like all the way to where I'm like, got my finger in the air saying, yes or no. And I
Mm,
decide. And I'm like, no, there's a soft in between that's like, you know, again, it's finding people you can trust to
yeah.
like hear you out and like actually listen to your opinions and your thoughts and also like give you healthy challenge.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes I feel self-conscious as like the executive editor in A&R when it comes to
Mhm.
songwriting. Like I if I love a song, I have something to say about it in the nitty gritty. So like recently with like Keep Going and who I belong to, like
Mhm.
I've had small little things that probably may not make sense either to you or Strandell or anyone else who's writing
Mhm.
on it. And maybe it's annoying, but I'm like, I love this song. It's great. How do we make it bulletproof? That's when I have
Yes.
like a small edit like that, that's what I'm looking for. It's not to be like, I need to say something. Like I would much rather say nothing and not be in the way. Um,
Well, and I think that's the point. Like, it's the point of collaboration, right?
yeah.
Like, you are just as much a collaborator. Um, if you're going to put your stamp of approval on it, you don't want to put it, you can't put it unless you've like wrestled with it and been like, okay, this is something I'm really behind.
Yeah.
So like your feedback and your thoughts are Strandell and I were actually talking about that of like, you know, it's super helpful. Again, it's like, okay, let's try it.
Yeah.
And then you can always compare, like
Yeah. Yeah.
I've been listening to the so random, but I've been listening to the Severance podcast.
Okay.
Have we talked about Severance much?
I don't know if we have specifically, but I have talked with a lot of people about it.
Okay, have you listened to the podcast?
No, never.
Okay, it's incredible. It's Ben Stiller and Adam Scott,
Okay.
and they bring on actors. They're talking about the like they're not debriefing, they're recapping all
Mm,
the episodes. And anyway, acting really interests me, and I love listening to actors talk to each other and about acting. And it's been really eye opening to hear all the actors talk about Ben Stiller as a director.
mm,
And a common theme is everyone saying how he's just willing to try a bunch of different things and how it really makes everyone comfortable because he's like, let's take it way too far and
yeah.
let's bring it back and let's try something silly, like let's bring whatever humor into it. And I think like I'm realizing as I'm listening to this, like it's the same with music. Like
Mm,
people who are willing to like make it feel like Play-Doh, it just makes it like much more childlike and more fun to just be like, you know what? Let's try this too. The song has been written, but it's
Hmm.
not out yet. And the more eyes and ears that are on it, like, let's get more and more feedback. And it'll either prove that it is exactly how it needs to be, or it'll prove that, okay, maybe this can be fine tuned here and, take this out here or whatever. But like, I think I would rather be like someone who's like they're talking about Ben Stiller as a collaborator. Like he's so great
Yeah.
as a collaborator because he's willing, and
Mm,
I think willingness is like really key.
absolutely. Like there are no rules. we're
Right,
we're all making this up
exactly.
anyway. Like, why not try
Yes.
something that seems
Yes.
on paper like it might be too far of a stretch or out of bounds? Like, you never know until you try.
Totally. And I trust you, you know, your motive is not ego.
Mm.
And I know that. So I'm never hearing something like, oh, it has to now Steven has to get his 2 cents. It's like, no, his motive is for this to be the freaking best that it can possibly be because his name is a part of this, and he wants me to do well. And it's it's gonna be the best it can be after every voice is heard.
Mm. Amen. I love that. Well,
Well, thanks for not being egotistical. So
you're welcome, I guess.
what else? You got anything?
No,
It's
that
only been,
was
wow,
the big
30
question.
minutes.
Well, this is longer than our last one.
Okay. This is true. Yeah, I'm just sitting here on the front porch enjoying the last bit of 60 degrees. Who knows when it'll get back
Yeah.
up. I'm like, do I have a final question for you?
Hmm.
Hmm.
You don't have to.
Okay. Because this is year 4 for you in
Uh,
A&R.
yes, I'm at 4.5 approximately.
Okay. So if Stephen Floyd now could go back to Stephen Floyd year 1 or even like first 6 months at Centricity
Mm.
and just send a little message, what would you say if you could like whisper in your former ear?
Hmm. What a question. This is great podcast audio.
I know, right?
Me thinking.
I know, me thinking about my pet peeve, I was like, what do I say that's not going to
Yeah.
make people not want to write with me? Ugh.
um, I think I would say you have permission to feel comfortable here, in
Hmm.
your abilities and in your voice. Um, maybe I'd say work on yourself now before you have a big life altering moment and you're forced to. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
um, and something we talked about at breakfast. I think I'd say like go be the best. Chase that.
Mm, that's
Um,
so good.
yeah.
I
What a
love
good
that.
question.
Go
Yeah.
be the best. Allow yourself to be comfortable. Man,
Work on
being
yourself. Yeah.
and work on yourself. Yeah, like letting yourself be comfortable in uncomfortable feeling situations is so tough, but um it eventually becomes comfortable. Like it just
Yeah.
does,
The
you
problem is
know?
you need to experience it. And like for every person's weakness, there are multiple opportunities to strengthen that for better or
Mm,
worse. Um
yeah.
I sadly I needed the opportunity and I'm glad I got it. It worked.
Mm, that's so good.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Man, what a good question.
Thanks for being on my podcast.
You're welcome. Uh,
What is this called again?
this is the secure
Line,
line.
the secure line. Yeah.
Yes,
Very
ma'am.
secure, very comfortable.
Good. Well, shoot. I guess we'll see you next time then.
Yes. And next time I won't have planes, trains, and
Mhm.
automobiles in the background.
I didn't hear
Um,
anything, so I'm sure you'll be fine.
oh, good. Okay, good, 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 good.
Uh,
Well, until next time, until next month, see you in
yeah.
March.
See ya.